Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Dominic, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, coming back to you guys for another video. So basically, this is a video that everybody has been asking for. It's the whole how to lose weight before basic training. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Dominic. I'm currently a holdover on the back end of OCS. Basically, what that means is I have finished officer candidate school, and now I'm just waiting on the back end to get my clearance so I can get my commission and leave. But if you do know who I am, you know why I'm here. You're here to listen to the whole how do you lose weight before basic training. And so it took me a little minute to shoot it and accurately get out my thoughts. So anyway, here we go. First things first is you got to understand that fewer carbohydrates in the diet cause like greater weight loss. I think that's the most important thing that everybody should know. Carbohydrates, or carbs as they're called. Hormones basically cause you to gain weight, and that specific hormone is called insulin. All right, insulin's released by the liver, and it's also called like the fat storage hormone. Glucose rises when you eat carbohydrates, so insulin's released to carry that glucose to the cell, to the insulin receptors on the cell. And then muscles can only store 200 grams of glucose, and the liver can only store about 70 grams of glucose. So basically what that means is when the muscles in the liver are full, the insulin receptors on the cells are decreased, and so no glucose can get into the cell. And then you're probably thinking, okay, so where does the glucose go when it's full? And then what happens is glucose is then broken down into triglycerides, and then that's put into the only place where insulin receptors are kept, which is fat. So again, sorry if I kind of got all scientific-y on you, but I think it's important to understand fat and weight loss first. Now, you're like, okay, well now I understand carbohydrates make me fat. People understand that. Breads and pastas and processed foods and sugars and things like that are gonna make you fat. That's basically why a low carb diet, taking in less carbohydrates, is going to increase fat loss, because excess won't be made and you won't need triglycerides and things like that. So you're probably thinking, okay Dom, but you said you eat whatever you want to eat and you still look pretty decent. I'm like, okay, if you've seen my Instagram, you've probably seen, okay, yeah, this guy looks pretty decent. So this is why I preach on people about high intensity training. Anybody I talk to that asks me, why do you look like that? How do you look like that? What do you do? I tell them the same thing. High intensity training. HIIT workouts are going to lose you weight. And I think what people do wrong is they don't do high intensity training. They'll do the workouts, but they won't actually be moving at a high rate. The reason high intensity training works is because it boosts your metabolism. Okay, so when you're boosting your metabolism, you burn more calories. So in a sense, you could think of it like you're going to use all of the glucose in your muscles, in your body, so then your body goes into ketosis and uses the fat on you. That's basically what ketosis is. It's going to start burning the fat. It's going to use those stored up triglycerides and burn that as energy to make your body move. So because you're not using glucose anymore, because your glucose is gone. You got all this fat in your body, so you're good to go. High intensity training. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all right, I get it. High intensity training works. That's what I should do. What else can I do to raise my metabolism? So what I tell people is, stay active. Stay extremely active. Try, first I tell people is to put watermelon in your diet. It might seem a little weird, but black guy saying that. I don't know if you guys got that reference, but eating watermelon, there's an amino acid in watermelon called arginine, and arginine is going to help with boosting your metabolism, getting your metabolism going. All right. Also, since you're doing high intensity training, your RMR, your resting metabolism rate, is going to be up, and that's how you can eat whatever you want to and still burn fat. Of course, I mean still burn triglycerides and fat off your bodies. Of course, there are better things to do, but that's what I do. You guys ask what I do. All right, another way to lose fact is drink cold water. That's just small. And lifting weights. Lifting weights. Now lifting weights is something I don't do. So you gotta think about it like this. The more muscle mass you have, the more energy your body needs to move those muscles, since you're going to burn more, you're going to need more glucose and you're going to burn more energy. That's a simple way of looking at it. In a sense, you're probably thinking, okay, Dom, bring it all together so I can understand this. How do I lose weight for basic training? So what I would do is lower your carb intake, start high intensity training, lift some weight so you can build lean muscle, and you know, that's about it. That's basically what you should do. Last thing is, you're probably thinking, okay, give me some type of workout I could do for high intensity training. Sure, this is the exact workout I did. There's a picture I have on my Instagram when I was doing really well. So here's what you do. Here's what I did. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna work. You can switch it up and do whatever you want, but here's what I did. 3 sets of 1-minute burpees, rest for a minute between each burpee. 3 sets of 1-minute mountain climbers, rest for 1 minute. 3 sets of 45-second flutter kicks, rest for 20 seconds in between. 3 sets of 1 minute on the jump rope, rest for 1 minute. 20 sets of 1 minute battle ropes, and then rest for 30 seconds in between. Last is 3 by 10 pull-ups is what I did. And there is probably about, and at the end there's probably about 50 to 75 push-ups at the end. And I did that every day. I did that every other day. So Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes Saturdays or Sunday nights. That's what I did in between before I joined the Army, and because everybody asked, you know, exactly what I did and how I did it. There is a warm-up of jogging on a treadmill for about 10 minutes. I ran on the treadmill for about 10 minutes at something really slow, like 6 or 7 miles per hour. I did that, and that's just to get my body warmed up. And then I also drank a lot of water when I was working out. So that is my rendition of how to lose weight before basic training. If anybody has any questions, comments, or... Did y'all hear that? Alright, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, you can hit me up on a YouTube comment. I check my messages periodically, but the quickest and best way to get in contact with me is, of course, Snapchat, and then Instagram DMs, because those are checked every day, and I will be able to respond to you on the day. So like I'm trying to say at the end of my videos, don't live the same year 75 times, 80 times, 90 times and call it a life. That's it. My name is Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, and I'm out, guys. Peace.